Hi everyone, I'm going to talk to you about my assignment 5, which is the revisions that I made for my teaching unit on assignment 4. Really quickly, I'm just going to briefly talk about my objectives and my unit. The first objective I made was students will be able to determine the main idea of an informational text. Second is students will be able to locate important information in an informational text. And then lastly, students will be able to use a graphic organizer to record important information to determine the main idea and supporting details. I did the backward model, and for that model, you are to state the objectives first, so I actually created those before the lesson. Here's my very quick overview. Day 1, the teacher will model how to find the main idea and supporting details. They'll use a website called Newsy LA to get the article, and then the teacher will also be filling out a graphic organizer. The graphic organizer that they'll be using is over here. Day 2 is teacher and students work together to find the main idea and supporting details using a different article from Newsy LA, and they will fill out that graphic organizer together. And then day 3, students will work with a partner. They'll get an article from Newsy LA and they will complete a graphic organizer. The teacher will monitor that day and assist as needed. Day 4, students will completely work independently. They will construct their own table, which will include the main idea and supporting details from a self-selected article on Newsy LA. Now, the first question is, do the tasks yield appropriate evidence of the identified understandings? And I believe that they do. I actually, like I said, I created these objectives before creating the lesson, and so I used those to really guide what I wanted to do each day of the lesson. So I think that helped make sure that everything was really cohesive. The next question is, do the tasks involve a complex, real-world, authentic application of the identified knowledge, skill, and understandings? So for this one, I first want to talk about what I did in the current unit, and then I'll talk about how I could revise it. Newsy LA is a website that is awesome with real world news articles that are student friendly. I think that alone makes this unit really authentic for the students, because they're reading things that are like current. They're high quality articles, and they're also at different reading levels for the kids. Now, if I was to revise this, I think it would be neat to take this a step further and go across different content areas. I could do this by also having a writing unit that goes along with this, where the students write their own article, which includes a main idea and supporting details, and then they would switch papers with a buddy, and they could each find the main idea and supporting details of each other's papers. The next question is, are a variety of appropriate assessment formats used to provide additional evidence of learning? Now, for my assessments, when I was looking at and reflecting on this, I realized that I really did not include many different types of assessments, so I did revise that. My current assessments are formative, where the students complete the graphic organizer together with me or the teacher, and then also they complete one with a partner. And then the summative is to see if they can do that together or independently at the end. Now, if I was to revise this, I think I would also want to do just a few more formatives. I could observe while the students do their Kagan structure for sharing their graphic organizer on the last day. And then also just during discussion times, especially on those first couple days, I think that that's going to be some valuable information that would help drive instruction. The next question is, are students given the opportunity to self-assess and reflect upon their learning and performance? So once again, I have what I would currently do and then a revised portion of that. So currently, the students have an opportunity to self-assess daily, and that's just due to me slowly releasing the students with more and more of the task each day. So they're doing the same thing each day, except they're slowly getting more and more involved in it. So I feel like that alone, they're able to, at the end of each day, kind of look at and decide how they feel. Now, I would want to take it a little bit further in a revised unit and just actually make it formal. So have the students either share out like 1 to 5 how they feel about their understanding, or even just have them write a quick sticky note to me and use it as an exit ticket, and just kind of so I can have a little bit more feedback. Thank you so much for listening.